Three frames on a quest, talking movies, none the best. Jordan and Aaron's got they run, laughing jokes, they're having fun. Fun food, thoughts, and crazy dreams, life in films and water themes. Late night talks and endless chat, who cares, it's just a draft. I'll watch it later, never know, always later. Movies, life, and in-betweens, I'll watch it later. Opinions clash, but the tight debating what's on screen tonight. Action, horror, comedy, talking endlessly. Like some movie scene by scene, real and odd, it's on the scheme. Stories playing with laughs and fears, together their reviews are clear. I'll watch it later, never know, always later. Movies, life, and in-betweens, I'll watch it later.
Two self-proclaimed cinephiles. And one, well, not so much.
Who here feels like they have no idea what they're doing?
The I'll Watch It Later podcast starts now.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to I'll Watch It Later podcast, the podcast where we lie about the movies we've seen to impress our friends. As always, I am Aaron, joined by my best friend and co-host Jordan,
Hey, everybody.
and patient zero, Scott.
0 to hero.
No, just a zero.
Just one play.
100%.
Welcome to the show. Welcome back. It's been a week. As always, please follow along on all our socials, Twitch and Jinx Ronin, and our YouTube channel at I'll Watch It Later. Head over to the IG, as the kids call it.
No one calls it that.
Skibbity Riz.
Oh,
IG,
don't start with that shit.
You
I
know,
have to hear
bussin'.
constantly from the kids.
Yeah, so
No cap.
no cap.
Built like Ohio.
Yeah, don't look
Stupid.
Ohio, where Melissa's from. Anyway, so
Nothing.
Have you ever been there?
never.
I
I
should
hear that
go.
of everything.
But it's literally considered a bad word.
Yeah.
So why would I go there? Because Ohio is weird.
Skibbity.
And Skibbity, Ohio.
I have no riz.
Yeah, no, it's
Just so
not
stupid.
Apple Riz. It's not bussin'.
Ugh.
So, anyways, you can follow along, at all those places. And we're going to talk about the apartment. And we're going to talk about how Scott got us sick. And yesterday was my birthday. And
We saw some movies finally.
we finally saw some movies. I made sure to go see some movies. I watched some on my TV screen. And yeah, this is a movie show. We're gonna talk about movies. Next week is the snack show. I'm the provider again because I've found almost everything. In fact, there's one thing that I bought that survived an entire 109-degree day in Arizona, and I don't know how it is. I just assume that we were meant to have it on the show.
Was it the chocolate?
It's the pecan Snickers.
Gotcha.
Dude, I
I was trying not to give the name away to
cares?
build the tension.
No,
you know,
watch
build-
next week and we'll eat a
build it
pecan
up, but, you know.
Snickers.
Apparently,
That we-
Walmart's getting the waffle cone Hershey's. I guess they're
Oh,
dropping. So
I'll go look today. You want to go with me after the show?
I could muster that today, probably.
All right, cool. And I like to do a quick walk around.
He likes to do quickies.
Yeah.
do.
He's
So-
very into it.
But yeah, so next week is the snack show. I'm excited for that because it's going to be early morning snack show, and nothing makes me happier than stuffing a bunch of garbage in my face at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Dog shit all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
And then
I always
immediately go, you want lunch?
well, yeah, I have to. I love doing those shows, and then afterward, I'm like, that was a horrible idea. We should go eat some steak or something.
It's with-
I need some kind of protein or
Protein.
something.
and
The worst.
I'm not.
But I
Gonna,
love doing them.
I'm not going to give it away yet. But Kim and I are trying to work out the logistics of
Third
me,
child.
of me,
You heard it here first, folks.
of me going to get those chips that you sent to the chat last night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so hopefully we might not have them for this snack show, but definitely the next snack show.
And I have a package coming in this week with some chips
From
from
Heather?
the East Coast. Nope.
Eric sent us
Actually,
chips.
maybe no. Beth.
Oh,
Beth sent some of the. Remember the chips that Eric ended up having? They were like dark russet or something like that, and they were only on the East Coast.
Yes.
She found them
Oh, cool.
and is sending them out.
What'd she get you for your birthday?
Some little Legos, a T-shirt,
Oh, nice.
and then I got more of that cake stuff for Wesley because he wanted to eat mine, and I said no.
She got me pickle Band-Aids.
Nice.
Pickle Band-Aids.
Yes.
Like it's like just scratch and sniff.
Do they? Yeah. Do
I
they
don't
smell
know.
like pickle?
I don't know. I'm never going to open them, so.
Why?
Because I don't cut myself.
Somebody has messed with my mic
And
stand and it is
it's-
falling over.
Probably my children. So go ahead and fix it.
Falling in his lap.
These wounds, they will not heal.
It's the most his mic will get some use.
But at least we know you're
Yeah.
the favorite.
Did you watch anything? Shut up, guys.
Don't worry about me.
He's fine. He's not on camera.
I mean, we could have taken him off.
It's more fun. Everyone loves the behind-the-scenes stupidity of this show.
Because it's not like we had like a ton of time beforehand to plan this out.
Right.
Could have checked that before.
Yeah, I mean, I spent all the time setting up the room, getting the camera set up, but let's wait till we're on air to adjust your mic.
It was one of those things that I just noticed.
We're so
And I'm
worried
like,
about his
why
all the
is it
time. You didn't even
falling
think
over?
about doing yours. You
I'm-
know,
I'm the producer, but I do nothing.
You'll
That's why you're not the producer anymore.
Hey,
You're patient zero.
he produces water for
Yeah,
everything. Yeah,
so-
I appreciate it.
Excuse me, what?
Oh,
Are you there?
no.
Are you still there?
No, Mike.
Probably.
Hey, we're here.
Anyways. So just a little background. All week I have been sick as fuck.
Oh, you too?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like I have never missed this much work from being sick, but I literally woke
No,
up.
only for trips to Jersey.
Yeah. I literally woke up on Wednesday and I could not open my eyes. They were like swollen shut.
Oh, okay.
And then I had the congestion, I had the nasal stuff, couldn't taste anything. I thought I had COVID. I actually went to the doctor because I was like, fuck, dude. Like
Again.
I don't
Yeah.
want I didn't want you guys coming over if I had COVID and stuff like that. Not that it's a big deal anymore, but I know you kind of freak out about it. So
Yeah.
I
I
was-
like science. I'm just kidding.
please
I don't want to get in. I don't want to get in. I don't want to get in on it.
Here we
I
go.
want to talk about
Here it
science.
is.
I like
science.
I like
Fucking feelings.
I like science. A boy can definitely be a girl. Jordan here. Anyways.
Anyway.
So I was like, fuck,
get more
I'm actually
tattoos.
gonna go see I'm gonna go see a doctor and see if it's COVID. So I went to the doctor and the doctor was like, nah, dude, you just have the straight up regular flu. And I was like, what the fuck? And he's like, yeah. And he's like, you can take some cough medicine or something. I don't know. I don't really care. Get out of my fucking office.
That'll
And
be
I was like,
$150.
no, it
Thank
was
you.
five whole dollars. And so yeah, I had to miss 3 days of fucking works, and that sucked. That sucked ass. So thank you, Scott.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Now, see, and my theory was okay. We, the three of us spent a week from Friday, this past Friday, we were at Limp Bizkit. We were in
Yeah.
the pit. We're surrounded by millions of people sweating, people just getting
Ju-
gross
juicing
all
on
over
us.
you.
We were
I'm sure we
juiced.
Clearly it
inhaled
was
some
me.
kind of bodily fluids. It had to have been that,
Yeah,
right?
had to
Like,
have been me.
no. I'm saying it.
We
First,
pinpointed it.
at first, I thought it was that. We're just too many people around us. We were the only ones that got sick. Aaron, my brother, completely fine other than his ankle. And it seemed like he was walking fine last night. So not broken. Good job. So then it leads me to believe you brought back the Alaskan flu.
Well, here's how I know he brought it back.
The old moose measles.
Because I guess he had to do something for his mom, and his mom was like, "Oh, Scott's really sick," and I was like, "Oh, okay, there we go."
like sick as in like he just pulled off a 50-50
No.
ollie grind
Yeah.
or something?
Because
Or
by Monday I was good.
She was like, "Sick."
By Monday I was fine.
you need a doctor because you're sick. And she was just like
Right.
fucking
Yeah, you
skateboarding in
were-
her
Did
pool.
a fucking heel flip.
Right.
You were fine because you incubated all over fucking us, and it was like the fucking Venom suit. It dripped off of you and onto
Yeah,
us.
so by
yeah.
Tuesday night, he's feeling like death. By Wednesday night, I started feeling kind of crappy. Thursday, I muscled through, did the show on Thursday, and the entire show on Thursday with Eric Nagel, I was just like, I need to end this, man. I got to get done. My voice is
He's
starting
like,
to go.
Only 4 hours.
I'm
tonight
so tired. Yeah,
instead of the 8.
bro, you have no idea. At some point between shows, he had to go to the bathroom for like an hour, and
That was
I was
funny.
just like, I have to sleep. I'm gonna die. I just started going in loopy mode
I
where I
liked
was
your
just like
therapy
my
session.
therapy
That
session
was
where it's
funny.
like I'm tired because of work, I'm stressed because of work, I'm sick because of Scott. I just wanted to kill myself. But yeah, and then by Friday, I had negative energy. Like I just didn't want to exist. And I worked until about 1:00 and I was like, I gotta go to bed. So I clocked out and fell asleep. And then, it was the worst.
Same.
And I wasn't sure even if I was going to even try to make a movie yesterday until probably mid-afternoon, where I started kind of feeling better. I had to take the kid to a volleyball game. And I'm just like, all right, I'm feeling well enough to move around. I'll be okay. So I, drank 35 gallons of cough medicine, threw on some cough drops, and surprisingly was okay last night for the movie.
Not me.
I was wide awake.
I fell asleep right away. But I did this thing where I didn't work for 3 days. I've been kind of like, recovering. And then I went to work and it's hot out. So like it was just draining me as I was working because I'm still recovering from the sickness.
Wait, so you were sick and still got another tattoo?
Yeah, dude. Bro, check this out.
That's
so
the dumbest thing,
dude, it hurts so
I'm
bad.
not gonna lie, that's stupid.
And I even told my tattoo artist, I was like, I'm not feeling too well.
Hey, I've got COVID, bro. Please put this needle into my body.
No, he was like, you're not feeling well. It might not be the best idea. And I said, I just want to get it over with. Like, I just want to this is something I want for my birthday. I want to get it over with because I'm just gonna wait.
Bro, I've been craving a tattoo since last weekend.
If I wait, then I won't do it. And
I haven't had one in a while.
Bro, it's been 5 days.
Fuck you guys. No, the night that I got my Fight Club tattoo, that was like the beginning parts of getting sick, and I thought that's why it hurt so bad. But then I just found out that that's like a bad place to get tattooed,
right above your knee,
right below your knee.
Yeah,
dude, it hurts so bad. And I told him, I was like,
"That's where the fat pockets are."
I said, "Is that because I'm sick or I'm getting sick?" And he's like, "No, it's just a terrible."
No, it's because you're a pussy.
So yeah, I
suck it up.
I fucking slept for 2 days, like poor Kim. Do what she normally does and watch the kids, but
this time I was home sleeping instead of not, at a concert or something.
Yeah, so she had to do that,
which is hilarious because we just booked another one. September is fucking full.
Jeez, I know, but I'm excited about that one. We don't have to stay the whole time. I don't care. We just we can listen to the 2 songs we like and pounce. Yeah, but no, yeah. So and then Friday I had already made the appointment, and I don't want to fuck this guy over because he's so fucking nice to me. And I was just like,
you pay him a lot of money over the last 2 months. Yeah, he's gonna kiss your fucking ass.
I came in for 2 tattoos.
Norm!
Yeah, I came in for 2 tattoos. I've wound up getting 7 from him.
You've got a plaque on the chair. You've put his kids through college.
No, the owner came up and talked to me and was like,
"Bro, you're keeping this shop open."
No, he was
keeping
like,
the lights on.
How many more dumb tattoos you need?
He was just like, I appreciate. Oh, they're dumb
kidding.
now. Okay. No, he's like, I appreciate you. No, because I had posted something on Reddit and it got destroyed, and it kind of got back to them, and they
Did he do it with his left hand?
And they were, and he was just like, he's like, I like that tattoo, and I was like, I love it. It's my favorite tattoo on my body. It's my movie hand tattoo.
So do you think he would actually have said, "Yeah, but probably not our best work"?
Because he's the owner of the shop and he only does traditional. He would have been like, I can fix
How long till Aaron wants him on the show?
I can fix it. We need to get Amir on the show. I I have that on.
We can pipe him in.
Yeah. So I talked to him about it last night, but we definitely need to get him
I love
on.
to hear his bad takes on movies that
Me
everyone
too.
else
Let's
hates,
argue.
but somehow he loves it.
Let's argue with him. I'm going to call him
Be
out.
like, I love The Crow. It's the greatest movie ever. It totally just puts to shame Brandon Lee's version.
That's funny. So anyways, yes, I did get a tattoo, and then it was my birthday yesterday. I decided to work, but the fucking heat drained me because I haven't been feeling well. Then
how does that work for you? Because like I know in my job, I have an office job. I have a set of tasks. I can run reports. I have all these things. How does like saying, you know what? It's not my day to usually work. It's usually my day off. I'm going to go into work. How does that work for a garbage guy like you? And then I'm not trying to say that in a derogatory way.
No. What do you mean? So what do you ask?
Like, do you just be like, hey, I'm coming in? You can't just sit there and pick up where you left off. There's got to be some kind of set thing
schedules
for you guys.
Schedules because there's jobs.
So there's an actual tablet that has a route on it.
Okay.
And it tells you where to go and pick up stuff. My job when I was hired was the Tuesday through Saturday shift. So I suggested to my boss, maybe I come in on a Saturday and kind of see how it works, since it's totally different than a regular normal day. And he agreed with me. So he sent me with the current Saturday guy. And the current Saturday guy was kind of like, these are all the things you do, because you do set stops on a Saturday because most places are closed,
right?
Or they're like, or whatever. So he's like, these are the like pretty much like the 9 stops you have on a Saturday. And you're like, okay.
I was wondering about that. You're like, I was working today, and I'm like, how does that work?
Yeah.
Because like I said, I can clock into work right now and run 1,000 different reports, get a bunch of stuff done. I've got all kinds of work I could be doing. I don't know how that works with someone in the manual outdoor world.
Yeah, so
where it's like, okay,
we had this one yesterday that
I guess you can just go grab trash somewhere. I don't know.
There's always trash.
Do what you
bro.
can do.
Yeah, there was one where we thought the place was completely closed. It was like a construction site, and we called them, and they were like, "Oh, we're all here." They all came out like cockroaches. And yeah, we picked up
Racist.
the can, and so that's how that works. So then after that, I went to a fantasy draft, which is football.
I wouldn't know. I'm not in any leagues.
Yes, you are. And then I drank like
No, it's cabaret.
six beers. Then I went to Singing Panda with my friends.
I wasn't there.
No, but I have other friends, and they took me out, and we all had a great time. And then I went with you to see Alien Romulus. So we'll
Yes,
get
you
into
did.
that in a little bit. But yeah, that's how my birthday was. But I'm still like,
So,
You
okay.
can
So
hear-
it was your birthday yesterday.
Yes.
What'd you get? Anything good?
No.
I'm not saying
I'm
like,
just
you know,
kidding.
I'm not saying like you have to like single anybody out. I'm just saying,
No,
you know,
no.
as we get older and we're buying
I-
our own shit, like it is harder and harder to suggest to people, hey, get me this, because honestly, if I want something, I just buy it.
correct.
Hey, look, I want this Lego set. Guess what? I'll have it in a week. Like I don't
Kim will
need a lot of that stuff. But
Kim will argue this with me, but I don't care about my birthday at all.
fucking liar. Please Venmo me. I'm sad. I'm 41.
No,
Calls me.
So sad.
You know, it's my birthday today.
Oh, no one said anything
You
yet.
haven't said anything.
Well,
all day. I'm
you
like,
usually
Dude, he
post
did that to
some
my
meme.
brother. He showed up to the movie theater. He's like, you haven't even said happy birthday.
Yeah,
to me
because
yet."
you know
I
why?
don't care
It's
about
like,
my
It's
birthday.
like almost 10 o'clock.
because you know why?
No, I
I
know.
make sure to go in and say happy birthday on his birthday.
I said
and
happy
shit.
birthday to you.
Yeah, I know you did on a private thing. He usually sends me a gift. He doesn't care.
I told
And that's,
him.
and that's why I thought it would be more personal if I sent it to the private chat between you and I instead of in this big group thing to remind the other mouth breathers to do it.
Thank you.
I
Yeah.
told him on Wednesday night.
Happy birthday.
you
I'm not
guys-
going to see you.
No, the chat is completely quiet all day until we go to play softball,
Yeah.
and I'm playing my music through my phone on,
Right.
on the radio,
Ba-ding!
and it's just bing, 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 bing. So I muted the fucking chat on Wednesday. Forgot to unmute it,
Yeah.
and I'm like, boy, it's been quiet for a
Forgot.
couple
And that's
days.
why you couldn't tell me happy birthday yesterday.
I don't know when anybody's birthday is. You know what tells me?
It's the same day every year.
You know what tells me?
Facebook.
Facebook.
All right.
That's the only way that I know when people's birthdays
I'm
are.
the same way.
And if I don't see anything, out of sight, out of mind, man. I turned the notifications off for the birthday thing because it was like every day I was getting, it's so-and-so's birthday, so-and-so's birthday, send him a gift, send him this. And I'm just like, Jesus.
I always
I
love
just
that they give you the
muted
option to do like some
And Scott's like-
pre-paying like happy birthday. You're like, I know you just
Like,
hit the
no.
button and said send.
No.
Scott's like, "What? Send him a gift. Not a
Next time I'll send
Not
you the
on my
like,
watch.
Request.
our-
Request 50.
put our faces in like the dancing hamsters and shit.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
like,
that'd be
something would
great.
be nice. You know, you're supposed to be my
the
friend.
guy who
I
doesn't care about his
I think
birthday.
next
I
year, you
tell
know,
you
know what
happy birthday.
you know what I almost got him this year, and I couldn't pull it off. Have you seen on TikTok those black African dudes that dance half naked and send messages to people?
That would have been the best gift ever, dude.
I'm gonna keep that in my back pocket. If
Oh.
those guys aren't eaten by lions by next year,
Dude,
just
those
wait.
are the best.
this might be a Christmas thing. I
And
don't
then
know
they
yet, but
kiss it, they
they're
kiss
all
the
like,
picture.
"Hey, Aaron, mwah,
Yeah, I love
happy birthday!" And they're like, they're all they're like naked. Oh man, they're the most hilarious. It's the hilarious. It's
I don't know why I haven't seen this.
it.
dude.
You haven't seen this?
No.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
It's so funny.
You'll have to see it. It's
Um,
really funny.
But Kim actually.
And I thought, if anyone's gonna appreciate a bunch of Africans dancing to him,
oh, dude,
Exactly.
I would have.
Scott might actually.
I
even
would have
enjoy it.
saved it for the rest of my life. I would have played it all the time. I would have shown everybody.
Because it's true. They'll either take a picture if you send them a picture or like his name, and then they'll sit there and one guy, like all the big buff black Africans, you know, killing elephants kind of guys are in the back, and then the ones at the front, he goes, "All right, happy birthday to Aaron," and then he'll kiss, and then they all start dancing and
Dude,
singing.
It's so fun.
Fucking hilarious. It's so ridiculous, and they make so much money. Like there are constant videos of these guys doing stuff, and I'm like, you found your niche. Good for you.
Right. It's-
Aaron's getting one of these at
Oh,
some point.
God, so
Thank
bad.
goodness for capitalism.
For, right. So Kim got me.
We're actually funding some kind of like genocide in like Uganda.
Oh no.
Like, happy birthday. Sorry, your village is gone.
Kim knows what a big fan I've always been of the Diamondbacks. So Kim
Right.
got me some Diamondbacks. stuff.
Yeah. I almost did that. And then I thought, there's enough people in his life that are probably going to feed into his obsession on that. So
No,
I held back. I found so every week I
You-
feel like Just Sports is sending me, hey, we put out a new hat again.
yeah, I know.
This
me too.
one, the Diamondbacks logo is reversed.
Right.
Woo!
Or turquoise.
I'm like, okay. I
And-
can't keep up on this shit. I'm
Yeah.
not going to buy him any Diamondbacks gear.
And then Toby and Crystal got me a big basket full of pickle stuff. and then you got me the pickle cookbook, so it's gonna be a lot of pickles. In
Yeah.
fact, the basket of stuff we're gonna use on the snack show next week.
I tried to cater it to all your various obsessions over the last like couple weeks.
Oh,
So, you
Jaws.
know, you got your Jaws
I've
tattoo.
always loved Jaws,
Right,
though.
but you got the Jaws tattoo. You are into pickles, and
I
you
love
know, there.
pickles.
I was zeroing in on things that I know I can probably try to find something outside the box a little bit
pickles are good.
based off of your stuff. I could have gotten you a jar of pickles. I could
That would have
gotten
been
you this.
amazing.
Right. I almost bought a 50-gallon bucket of I think Clausen's from
Oh my
Amazon. It was
God,
like
I would've-
$150.
Oh no!
And I was
Don't
like,
do that.
oh no, it was a lot of pickles.
I
And
would
I'm
have
like,
been a lot. Of
please eat
wasted
these.
Pickles. I would have eaten a lot of them, but
could you imagine your whole bottom of your shelf? You had to remove shelves out of your fridge. You got this
it
giant
would have
like
gone into the
No,
Home
garage
Depot
fridge.
bucket
just
full of
keep it on
pickles.
the counter so that everybody can just reach their hand into those.
Right.
Right.
True.
Oh, you can have your own in-kitchen pickle barrel.
That would have actually been bomb, dude.
I got your own pickle barrel.
What is
Kim's
that
just
floating
like,
in there? I don't know. Probably the brine.
Scott got me nothing
Is
for
that
my
a
birthday.
fingernail?
Guy who doesn't care about his birthday.
Well, you know,
I mean,
it's not about the
way to
kids.
try to
Needs
take.
needs the monetary validations.
Look,
I
look.
mean-
Didn't give me a gift. Didn't say happy birthday.
No,
Gave me a cold all week.
right.
It's the gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah. So, anyways,
down,
all right.
down snots.
I like that he's mad at me because he didn't wish me
Hey,
a happy
hey,
birthday
hey.
or get me a gift.
I guarantee
my
you
bad.
probably didn't eat a lot while you were
What?
sick. You lost
Why
weight.
am I mad?
Congrats.
I don't know.
Happy
Not bad.
birthday.
You
I
have
was
to
thinking
try
it's funny
turn
because
it
you're like,
around.
I don't care about my birthday.
Guys.
It's my birthday.
Look. Notoriously, I don't even care about my birthday, but no one said anything.
Guys, you haven't told me happy birthday 17 times today.
You didn't tell me one time.
Guys, you didn't give me enough for my birthday. Did I tell you it's my birthday? today?
Anything is good for my birthday.
I was almost mad at
Okay.
Aaron yesterday. I pulled up into the
Me?
theater just for a second.
Oh,
I pull up to the theater right next to him. I hand him his gift, and he sits in his car. He goes, "Oh, I'll open it tomorrow on the show." I'm like, "Motherfucker, I wouldn't have brought it here if I didn't want you to open it. I was excited to give you something."
Plays coy.
I was like, "You motherfucker!"
Like those cards, like,
Oh,
oh,
thanks.
grandma.
He's like,
Opens it and just the pile of money falls out. And they're like, happy
Oh, you didn't
birthday,
have
my
to."
little guy.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, grandma.
well, I guess I'll put this in. Yeah. Should I text my mom and be like, "Hey, send me thousands of dollars,
Be like, "You didn't tell me happy birthday."
bitch"?
Thanks, Dad.
My dad did text me happy birthday,
There you go.
so from beyond.
I was gonna say,
Not my stepdad.
Kim took
From
his
the garage-
ashes and
from the
wrote "Happy
garage.
Birthday" in his ashes.
From the garage next to the dishwasher.
Is that where he is now?
Yeah.
He's yeah. So
I don't even know where my dad is.
we always talk about going to spread his ashes, but I got other things to do, like sit on the couch and play Black Myth Wukong or something.
Did you get that?
Yeah.
Oh, I need to
It's
get it.
so good.
I keep watching
I've-
the intro, like, oh, start the menu, and then he's fucking Nimbus clouding it all the way to some giant black wolf fight, and then the dude comes
Dude.
out. I'm like, I gotta play this game, and I know I'll never play it, but
I
because
played
I'll
it.
play it for like 20 minutes, and then I'll be like, well, I'm gonna go back to Rocket League or Overwatch. But
Oh,
yeah, it looks really good.
Eric, okay.
Sea of Thieves? That sounds
see
great.
you in a second.
Yeah, so it looks fun. I'll get it eventually.
It's-
I'll get it later. It's our new
I'll
video
get
game
it- I'll
spinoff
get it later.
where we see what we can get on sale and then go over
We're
games
gonna go
that
on
are
to
year-
Substack and do it. I'll get it later. Video games we've never played, but we want
Hey,
to.
let's go through our Steam backlog. We both have Steam decks.
Yeah.
You never play yours.
Ah,
I've been playing that game for like 25 years.
Right.
I do play.
I'm
it.
playing RBI Baseball on Nintendo.
Yeah.
I would play RBI Baseball.
Me too. All right, Scott. Did you watch anything?
A while ago,
That's fine.
before our last show that we haven't talked about,
Okay.
Well,
Twisters. I did watch Twisters.
oh, yeah, that's
Nice.
right, because you didn't go to the theater with us. Though.
So did we.
Yeah.
Me and Kim watched it as well, so I've seen it twice now.
Yeah, and then Fly Me to the Moon.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was gonna try and watch that before this show. I just ran out of time. I know being sick and all, but I didn't watch it.
Dude, I love Twisters, man.
That's good.
Wasn't it fun?
I love it. It's so stupid.
I just didn't think it was great.
It's not great,
I just thought
but
it
I
was-
love the
But
hell
see,
out
here's
of
the thing, and this is the argument I had when we saw it. Twister wasn't great.
it. No.
Twister was fun. Twister was a B movie wrapped in, triple A Hollywood, cast kind of movie. It was not
Paxton.
great.
This
Bro.
one, the story is there,
A little bit,
but
yeah.
it's absurd.
Oh,
like,
for
it's
sure.
absolutely absurd. We're watching it at one point, and Krista goes, we're like halfway through, right?
Oh.
And
That's why, because Crystal's
the
watching it.
truck comes out with the trailer,
Yeah.
and she says, this is just unrealistic. That trailer would have been gone in that hurricane. I go, wait a minute.
Well, there's no hurricanes in it.
I go, wait a minute. This is what you're questioning? I'm like, this town has had like 75 F5 like tornadoes.
Right.
just ravaged this thing in the last week, which is completely unrealistic, and you're questioning the trailer.
It's okay. The entire movie, the only thing I questioned was why his white T-shirt was so pressed and completely white, fresh out of the box.
I was
Like,
going to
that's
show up
the
to the
only
podcast
thing.
like that today.
Just a
With my
cowboy hat.
sunglasses, cowboy hat. They're like, we're wrangling tornadoes.
I just like it when Powell wound up being the good guy.
I do like that. So like they kind of, but he's
You
like
knew he was gonna.
he's
be.
a likable bad guy at first.
Superman was
Like
the asshole.
like I didn't hate him at first. I was like, he's like he's the outlaw, hence the country soundtrack.
That's right.
God,
But then
it's so annoying.
it kind of comes around. I just it was fun. It was super fun.
Yeah,
to
because the
watch.
first movie, the soundtrack was Van Halen. Van Halen was in that one.
Eruption?
Goo Goo
So
Dolls.
it was a little bit more rock centric. This one was like, we're in Oklahoma. Yeah, so was the last one. Give us something. Throw Creed in there.
Oh yeah.
Can
With arms
you
wide open. It's
take-
like,
Hold me now.
Yeah, exactly. I'm 6 feet from the yeah.
Just
Oh, that'd be
holding
great.
to the underpass.
Yeah.
Ah!
You guys relax. It's 2 weeks away.
I cannot wait.
So excited.
The more I think about it, the more I'm like, I'm excited. It's gonna be great,
You guys are dorks.
The only thing that would have
Singing
made it
along.
better
It's the only
is
time you're
if it
gonna
was
see
a
him singing,
co-headliner with Nickelback.
bro.
I wouldn't go.
Jizz my pants.
We wouldn't have pants. What are you talking about? Jizz in pants.
You would have to buy your own ticket, and we
That
all know
row
that
in
isn't
front of
gonna
that
happen.
row in front of us is going to get hit in the back of the head a lot. Anyway, all right, so cool. Yeah, I'm glad you liked that one. I thought it was fun.
I'm gonna watch Fly Me to the Moon tonight. Is it worth it?
Fly Me to the Moon is actually really good.
It's fun.
It is.
Oh, you watched it?
Yeah, I
I
watched
like
some
the
of that.
fact that they've taken all this like conspiracy shit and actually made a
kinda
story of it.
Yeah,
So it's like it kind of like I was like, oh, someone's trying to do some damage control here, but it makes sense in the movie. So it kind of the story progresses very well, and I thought it was done in a fun way.
it's
So,
weird. Channing Tatum just kind of decided this year he's going to throw out a bunch of things. Like he
Yeah.
shows up in Deadpool. He's in this movie. He's in another movie that just came out this week. Like,
Like, twice,
yeah,
which I was gonna try and go see, but I ran out of time.
I think he was under a different title at one
Pussy
point.
Island or
It's
whatever.
yeah, something like that. It
Like
was
Thrice.
directed by Zoe Kravitz, which I guess is his fiance. I just realized. I'm like, okay, good for you. Whatever.
I want to see it. It looks interesting.
It looks fun.
Yeah, and it's getting okay reviews. So
No, I mean, nothing is getting great reviews. So
Right.
if it's above a certain percentage at some point, I'll see it.
yeah. Is that it?
and we watched Back to the Future 2. So I was
Not
continuing.
3.
I was continuing the.
I haven't got there yet.
Yeah, I mean, we're going in fucking order here. But I was continuing the exposing my wife to the Back to the Future trilogy.
Just exposing himself
And-
to his wife.
What did she think about that one?
She liked
Why
that
does
one
Crispin Glover look different?
too, right?
Why is he upside down?
First thing she says, that wasn't his girlfriend from the first movie.
It wasn't.
I was like, no, it's not.
No, she. I think she quit acting right after that first movie to take care of her mom or her dad or something.
Oh, is that
like
what it was? Because I was going to talk shit. Because I was like, man, she goes to every fan expo now. I was
She
like,
does
I'm
now.
the girlfriend in Back to the Future.
She does now, but she had retired from acting because, like, I guess one of her parents got real sick. So she retired right after that movie, and then Elizabeth Shue took on the Jennifer role for part 2 and 3.
Yeah.
So
That's the first thing she said. That wasn't the same one from the first one.
why is the car flying?
How can different actors be the same character?
Wait a
Terrence
minute?
Howard and Don Cheadle, William Hurt and Harrison Ford.
Right. Yeah. No. Okay. So did she like it though? Like she's
Yeah.
commenting on. You know, that.
There is one that like the first Back to the Future, I think really holds up still. Second one, it
Wrong.
does kind of visually, it dates a little bit
I disagree.
because of all the special effects they use.
They definitely
It
had to
does
rotoscope a
date
lot
it
of things.
tad, but it doesn't take away from the story. I mean, I think if somebody were to watch it now, they'd be like, "Oh, look at this is fucking stupid."
Oh, I
shit,
get
man."
it. He's Trump.
Yeah, like, oh, look at it. That's clearly a green screen.
Oh my God, her boobs are big in this one.
I mean, they missed the Cubs World Series prediction by 1 year.
Oh my God, I know, right? I did like the Jaws one where it's like he still looks fake. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
I love that movie. Part 2 was always one of my favorites. Like,
Part 2 is the best.
I
the best
honestly, I don't. I think all 3 of them are solid. I always, as a kid, geared toward part 2, and it was mainly because of the hoverboard, and
Yeah.
I wanted the cool auto lace, shoes and stuff like that. I still want a sports almanac just to have, even though it's not gonna be real. But I love all that stuff.
Me too.
I would even take like the little fist at the end of Biff's cane just to have, just like McFly. and He's like hitting him.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I always loved part 2, but yeah, all of them are really good. In fact, there's a lot of times now where I quote a lot of part 3 just
Oh,
because like,
Scott hates that. So Relax.
He hates cowboy movies. It's been
The-
noted.
the-
He hates westerns.
The guy who just makes his stories up. I
don't
just
make
said
anything
of
up.
the three,
Yeah.
it's not.
I never kicked you out of the
I don't
league.
feel like it's
I
the
did it.
best one. I feel like it's good and it's watchable. And I don't hate it.
Kicking you out of the league would involve me deleting you from the league and then
It's
a lot of
re-inviting
effort.
you, and I didn't
Lot
do
of
that.
effort.
So
You hadn't
wrong
gotten that far yet.
again.
It would have happened if you would have found a replacement for me,
Anyways,
which I thought he did.
I have 2 people.
If he wasn't so busy selling his movies, he would have kicked your ass right out of that league.
I got to go
Anyways.
collect my $300 or not pass go.
They had to give me a check last time because I
Give me the goddamn money.
bankrupted this fucking system.
Zia went out of business.
Yeah.
You completely shut down the Chandler location.
I hope so.
As clearly
can
you can
eat
see
shit.
right here.
What?
Yeah, all your movies are gone.
What are you pointing at?
All you're gone. All the
Oh, he was pointing at the
shelves.
picture you got me for my birthday when you used to care about
It's
me.
your Taylor Swift right here, your blank space.
No, look at the camera, not what he's pointing at. So you're
Oh,
like,
gotcha. Oh, yeah, the bank space. I'll get
Oh, the
filled in.
one time he's not staring at the screen.
I'm not. I haven't looked at the screen much at all.
Just
I've
messing
been kind
with
of
you.
going back and forth between the Diamondbacks and the.
Stop looking. Stop using the computer for that shit right
Don't
now.
use the computer for computer things.
No.
Anyways,
Watch too
doing
much
a show.
internet.
bro, I
Just
should
watch
get that
baseball.
tattooed on me.
What, the Tyler Durden?
The thing you drew me.
That's a lot of ink.
It would just be black. I wouldn't get the whole black thing. If
Just
you don't
do
know
the
what I'm
whole
talking
background.
about, it's the thing that's right above fucking Scott's head.
Can't see,
Jordan got me that when he used to care about me.
Boop, boop,
I'm just
right
kidding.
there.
I'm just kidding. Relax. I'm just Jesus Christ.
I'm
That's
like,
just one of my favorite gifts
you
you've ever
son of a
given me.
bitch.
That's why
That's all I have to do every year is just draw you something?
Yeah.
Fuck. All
I
right.
still have the picture of us, like the 3 picture. It's in my room.
I did a lot of those.
Yeah, and then one of Jules is still hanging in my room.
Nice.
I do.
Yeah, one
Think about you
year,
every day.
Aaron decided to send a picture of himself completely nude on the toilet to a group chat. So I took
Hell
that
yeah.
picture and
I have
framed it
more.
and gave it to him for
I
Christmas.
just haven't.
put it in
Oh,
a
I don't
nice
have-
frame.
I don't know where that picture is.
I think you gifted it to somebody as a joke.
I think we were going to, but
Like
I think
at
it
one
definitely
point you
went-
you had it in your bathroom. This
Yeah.
was pre-kids, so like
Yeah.
it was fine to have 2 adults have a naked sitting squatting
I-
dude in a bathroom.
So when I rebought a MacBook, I went through and you have all those like cloud
There's so
files
much
and shit.
porn.
No, I have a lot of. I guess I used to. So my bit on Snapchat used to be is like I'd buy a new movie and I'd get completely naked. I'd put the movie in front of my junk and I'd take a picture and I'd send it on Snapchat. And people get really angry. So I have a bunch of those. And I was gonna send them to the group chat, but then I stopped because I know you will do something nefarious with them. So I have.
Could you
not done
imagine if
that.
I had enough of them to make one of those like picture collages where you take all the pictures to make a bigger picture,
Just a bigger picture.
and it's just him. The bigger picture is him holding something in front of him with all the little ones holding
In front
himself.
of those, one of those little travel size shampoo bottles.
That'd be
Yeah.
fucking hilarious.
That would have been the picture I sent to the Africans. And then they're like, "Oh, there you go, happy birthday!"
I always feel like it's racist.
Why
when you
does he
say
have the air up
Africans,
there?
But they really
They're
are.
literally from like
African.
Nigeria
Yeah,
or something. Like
they're literally from
there's
Africa.
really no other way to describe them as Africans.
Air up there. I love that movie.
Like Arizona.
All right. So I went and saw The Crow, just to be like,
To be
just to
edgy?
talk. No,
Just
just
be
to,
edgy.
just to talk about something.
Would be
Because
the only
Suck
thing-
does it suck as bad as everybody says?
Yeah,
it
it's
does?
pretty fucking bad. Like, and I don't want to shit on everything because the entire movie isn't bad. I'm not.
Which
gonna,
is, it's also really funny that he saw this before you get into it, is that he just recently watched the original.
yeah.
Like
Well,
he had
this
never
year,
seen it, and then within the last year,
I've seen it
he
about
had
3
finally
times
seen
now,
the original. So
and I like it a lot.
now he's something to compare to. And that was my worry when you said you had never seen it, because I saw it in high school. I was young, impressionable, I was moody. I was a freshman. Like emotions were everywhere. I
relate so much.
I grew my hair out. I must have fucking carved the crow into my pumpkins for the last 15 years after that. Like it was a whole thing. It was an identity thing, and it was such a good thing. And music was great. And
Well,
you watch it now, and you're like,
I disagree.
these are all models. The special effects are weird.
I
The
disagree.
hand where you get shot is clearly a fucking robot hand with a hole in it. Like there are things as an adult you'll pick it apart, but overall, because I loved it then, I loved it now.
Still holds a place.
It does.
I think it's
and,
still
and,
really
and it always
good.
worries me to introduce people to it because Eric has never seen it.
Oh,
And I'm
it's so
worried that if he
good.
watches it, he's just going to shit all over
hate
it.
it.
And I'm like, don't fucking
Dude,
watch
it's
this
so
movie.
good. First off, soundtrack is incredible.
It's fantastic.
Brandon Lee's dialogue in that movie is 20 out of 10.
Yeah.
Dude. It's so good.
Every fucking
I-
rocker emo kid's
I think
fantasy.
it looks like a 90s movie, which is
It
fine
100%.
with me, so
Oh.
it doesn't bother me. Now let's talk about the new Crow.
Okay.
So
I'd
I
rather talk about the old one.
the old one's really good. Like, it's a masterpiece. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. You can talk shit all you want. It's really good. This new one, granted, I haven't seen any of the sequels because I've always heard that they're shit. So there's no point in watching any of them.
They're not good.
I went into this knowing that it was going to be bad. Everybody's been shitting on it, but I said, you know what? I'm going to do this for the show. I want to talk about this. So that's why I went and saw it. It was me and one other guy in the theater. And
please tell me you're sitting next to each other.
no, the movie starts.
Hold hands.
Now,
Want to share some popcorn?
Guys, I get scared.
right away, I will tell you this. I
Hold
don't
me.
know how much the paycheck for this film was for Bill Skarsgård, because he is
It's got to be something decent because
he's
I think
good. He's a good actor, and he is wasted. He's like the Machine Gun Kelly Crow. Dude.
Okay, and here's the thing. What have you seen Bill Skarsgård in to say he's that good of an actor? Because I tried going through the things that I've seen him in, and I'm like, he was in It.
It's
He
good.
showed up randomly in Deadpool 2.
He's a dude,
He was,
right?
you know, he's just
The
kind of
second dude.
in things.
He was in Barbarian. He was good in that.
Okay, he was good in Barbarian, yes. But like, I'm starting to think like we hold him to this high regard because he is a Skarsgård. He's part of like that acting royalty where I love everything else that his family has been in. So I'm assuming he's better than that.
Assassination Nation's good. Lord of War.
Was he in Lord of War?
He was.
Oh my God. Was he acting that early on? Because that's a Jared Leto
Nicolas Cage.
Cage movie.
Yeah.
Weird. Okay. But like I'm sitting there like, okay, we hold him to this high regard to not take these paycheck fucking shit movies. But what else has he done?
Dude, he's gonna be in Nosferatu.
Yeah, he plays the vampire.
He's in that movie Villains.
He's the one
That's really fun.
vampire masturbating in the trailer that we saw last night.
Yes.
I'm in.
Yeah, me too. I'm in too.
100%.
Yeah.
He was actually last night, before we get into it, last night we were watching the trailers of the movies and I was shitting on the Joker and I was like, that movie looks like shit. I don't want to
fuck
see it. And he
you.
was so mad that when Nosferatu came out, I was like, now this I want to see. He goes, it looks like shit. I don't want to see it. I'm like, you fucking asshole, you fake motherfucker.
Well,
I was
yeah,
still mad at you for
clearly
that. I'm
being
like, you
a dude.
clearly want to go see this with me.
Because first off, the Joker looks good.
It's terrible.
You're stupid.
Nope.
The first one was good.
I hated it.
Yeah, because you're dumb.
I
I enjoyed the first one.
Yeah.
I hated going with your wife. It was terrible. I'm just kidding.
He doesn't like it because it's popular, I think. or
No, it has
something.
nothing to do with
It's not
it.
a bad movie. If you like fucking Taxi Driver,
I'll watch
movies
Taxi Driver.
like that.
I'll watch Serpico. I'll watch anything else. Don't
I'll watch it
bastardize.
later.
I'll watch nothing else later at this point.
You're
No,
gonna
if
go
you're gonna
see Joker 2
No,
with
I'm
me.
not.
Yes, you are. You're going with me. Yes,
I already
you
bought
are.
tickets.
Well, I mean,
You have to go. We got pit tickets to go see the Joker.
no. You're
All
going.
you do.
You're going so you can fucking talk.
We're gonna
about
go
it.
sing. We're doing the sing along version. The words are at the bottom.
I just don't get
He's
it, man.
gonna
It's
get
a
tickets for that.
good.
He
movie.
already bought your ticket to I Am Racist.
I am.
So-
Why? Oh, am I racist?
Or am I racist?
Yeah, no, I've taken you to. We'll.
No,
we'll
you're
go
right
to
the first
that.
time.
I know he doesn't want to go to that, so
Too
I'm not
bad.
worried about that. But I could get him to go to the
Yeah,
Joker.
he's got to go.
Anyway, let's talk about the Crow.
So, The
Let's
Crow.
get this over with.
So, anyways, the movie starts and he's like this girl. The girl, I guess she's supposed to be the new hottest chick on the FK Jones or what? I don't know her name.
FKA Twigs.
Yeah, Twigs. That's not a name. It's just a bunch of random syllables. But anyways, so she's caught up in this fucking like thing. It's like where this guy can like talk to her, and I guess he made a deal with the devil that if he sends enough good souls down to hell, he can live forever. And it's played by that guy that you've seen in a million movies. I don't know his name, but it's played by him. And so she kills somebody, and then there's a video of it, and she gets caught with drugs and sent to this rehab facility where she meets Eric, and they fall in love.
Nagel?
Yeah, Eric Nagel. He's complaining about water.
He's
again.
like, I've never seen this, but I'll be in the second movie, guys. Fine.
So,
I need the paycheck.
anyways, they fall in love immediately, and the first hour of the film is just them being in love and being like complete losers. Like
Sounds horrible.
it's so bad.
Because
It-
Just emo fest.
Yeah.
Because the original Crow, that was all done in flashbacks.
Yeah.
You didn't even have to deal with that bullshit.
Correct. And she says a lot of stupid shit like, if you ever stop loving me, love me harder. And you're like, what? What the fuck does that even
What does that mean?
So then the inevitable happens. They both get killed, and he goes to like a purgatory with some Indian man. And the Indian man's like, you're the Crow now. You got to go back and change things that are right. But I'm not going to tell you about.
because there's trash on the side of the road.
He's like, but I'm not. No, it's not. It's the dot Indian. not the-
Oh, they went that way.
Yeah.
Not feathered Indians.
Yeah. So he's like, he's like, I don't understand. And then it becomes like this weird.
Why is my IT guy here?
CW,
You're going back.
yeah, CW.
I need you to get $25,000 in gift cards for
like
Target.
hodgepodge of like, all the crazy antics of a superhero movie where he's like, you shot me, but I'm not dying. And you're just like, what the fuck? So, anyways,
No, don't kill that guy, mother bitch.
Yeah. So he's trying to figure out like his powers. He doesn't understand it. He needs to start killing people. So then it's like him awkwardly like killing a couple of the people that kill. Then he gets perspective. Anyways, it doesn't matter because the movie is fucking trash.
Bro, you told me it took 45 minutes for him to even become the Crow.
Then there is this really cool opera scene at the end, and everybody's seen it because it's in the trailer. He's walking up the steps, he's getting shot a million times, he falls down, and then he gets up and he starts just John Wicking the shit out of everybody with his fucking sword. And I enjoyed that part because there was nothing.
You're like, who knew Jared Leto's Joker was so live?
He's literally is Jared Leto's Joker. But do you know in the first movie when the Crow gets hurt, he starts to lose his like immortal abilities?
I don't think it wasn't so much that he was getting hurt. It was the fact that the Crow held that power. So in the original movie, he could not die as long as that Crow was safe. So,
correct.
But
not
in this one, if you kill the Crow, you hurt the Crow, or you do something to the Crow, like when you pin the wings down, that's when he started to get hurt in the original movie.
Okay, so in this movie, it's if his love falters for this girl, he can start to get hurt.
So it has nothing to do with the Crow.
No, the Crow is literally just there as a backdrop.
So they're self-taking.
It was supposed to be the crone, and that's what she was. And then,
So at one point, he finds the video of her killing somebody, and he's immediately like, I don't know if I still love her anymore. So he gets killed. And you're just like, yeah, why were you the Crow? Because clearly your love wasn't like super the purest of loves. And then he goes to like purgatory and is immediately like, no, I do love her. How about my soul for her soul? And the Indian guy's
no,
like,
mother chode.
And the Indian guy's like, all right.
Thanks, Dulcim.
I hated it. And so yeah, and then it ends. But
that sounds horrible.
it was so bad, dude. And I
actually would have been mad if I went to the theater.
Yeah, I tried.
Even with Movie Pass, I would have been like, I would want a refund of my credits.
I tried to like go in with an open mind, and I just kept thinking to myself, I was just like, this. First off, it's not good, but you don't care about any of the characters either. You're like, I don't care if fucking FK Twigs dies. Like, I don't give a fuck if she's like getting eaten by demons or whatever. Like, and he doesn't understand his fucking abilities. Plus, they just made it up as the movie went along. It just was terrible, dude. Like, don't waste your time.
Oh, so sad.
Yeah, that was pretty much it. I watched Twisters again, and then, God, I know I watched something else, but I can't remember what it was. So I'm sorry.
That's all right. Yeah, it's all right. I didn't really catch much this week. I watched Fly Me to the Moon. I enjoyed it. It's fun. I don't know if I would have cared to see it in the theater. Everything's just going so quickly, but because I watched it at home, I think that's why I enjoyed it a little bit more. It was like, do it, when I'm just relaxing and stuff like that. Fun story. I mean, you're right. It was like, hey, all those conspiracies, let's put it to screen.
Yeah, let's pretend like maybe this actually did happen.
Kubrick was right.
I do like to take a lot of shots at that.
It's so good. You'll like it. I think you'll like it.
Okay.
And then rewatching Seinfeld. I'm already at season 9. Like, I'm just blowing through Seinfeld.
It's almost over.
I forget, like, things like Festivus didn't show up till season 9. And I'm like, why is everyone so upset? This was like a last season 1 episode thing, and it's become everyone's Christmas holiday cheer is to do Festivus every time. And I'm like, all right, now I realize why people get mad at stupid shit. But I still love the show. It's still funny. It's still worth watching. And then we went and saw Alien Romulus last night.
We did. I liked it.
We had like 35 trailers.
How much of it?
All the stuff I saw of it, I liked it.
73% of the movie he watched.
I can tell you the plot of the movie. Like I just
it ain't Shakespeare
because you read it online.
No, there were chunks of the movie I did not see, but I could tell you pretty much the premise of the movie. I liked it, dude. There was a lot of alien stuff. There's a creature at the end of the movie that's like, whoa, that actually kind of not scared me. That's not the right word, but it was like, this is unsettling.
So we went to the theater, and usually later, as the day gets later, you're guaranteed probably not a lot of people. Now, in this particular theater, we went to what's called the Cine XL. It used to be called the Cine 1. The rows are spaced out like legitimately the
It was
biggest
the bomb.
spacing I've ever seen in any theater.
Lots of activities.
Lots of activities. We had coloring
That's
books. It
probably
was
why
great.
I fell asleep. 'Cause
You
it
were
was so
comfortable.
so comfortable.
Dude, like every time I go to Majestic now, I raise the seat. It's always like,
Yeah.
and it's like struggling to open up the seats. This was like a fucking ninja seat. I raised my feet and it's like,
Fucking ninja seat.
yeah,
I
it
like
was
that.
weird.
Just a whisper.
It was like just butterfly wings, just floating. Just
Gave you a butt massage.
What
and then
theater is
we went to Santan, Harkins,
Okay.
and they have one theater that's bigger screen. They make it such an ordeal. They're like, before the movie starts, they close the curtains. They make it like, ooh, and then like we're opening the curtains.
Look,
It's
guys.
like, we get it. The screen's right there. Pretty much. So screen's bigger, and then the Dolby Atmos. So they got the speakers in like the ceilings, the
It
sides, the
sounds
walls,
So good.
behind you, under your seats, in
That's
your
the way
in
to
your
watch
mouth.
movies.
Yeah, they got so many speakers. And so we go to this theater, and I'm going to skip ahead toward the end. So there's a scene where something is crawling through this little corridor area, and you don't expect it. And it just kind of creeps in. The theater was so quiet that you could hear this, and from a couple areas. Like, it wasn't just one person being weird. It was a couple. And I'm like, I haven't been in a theater where something like that got an audible gasp from people, let alone multiple people. But this thing creeps out and they go, and I'm just like, nice. That was cool.
Yeah.
And then it was fucking weird ass shit for the next 10, 15 minutes. Anyway, so yeah, we go to Alien Romulus. Beforehand, they throw 1,000 trailers. They show us
Dude, everything.
Captain America. They gave us Nosferatu. They showed us the Joker.
Which I'd never seen that trailer for the Joker.
The newest one, yeah. And then they showed us a trailer for Mufasa. And the only reason I'm highlighting this one is because we're joking around. We always do this before the movies. We're laughing at things. We're pointing stuff out. But I'm sitting there going, this movie looks terrible. First of all,
I forgot about this.
oh yeah.
Scott would have been into this.
Oh, you would have loved this dialogue going back and forth because we're watching this trailer, and then apparently the story in the trailer shows Mufasa. He's going down the river. Oh, look, it's Moses. And then Scar, who's Taka or something like that, saves him and says, "Oh, Mom, let's keep him here." And they're like, "We won't. We're going to shun him. He's not part of the pack." And they're like, "No, we'll vouch for him." So he becomes part of the family. And then they kind of get set off on their own adventure as they gotten older, and they're best of friends. Yay, Scar and Mufasa.
Nothing could ever go wrong.
Nothing could ever go wrong. And then they meet with the White Lions, fucking colonizers.
The whitest of
Oh,
lions.
my
lions.
God, I was like sitting there going, wow, if that's not on the nose allegory for everything. Jesus. Like, I am not a conspiracy theorist, but man, the bad guys in this are the White Lions. Very nice.
They are. They're the bad guys. The
there was
white
like
Did they
people are
sing
the
once bitten, twice shy? Or that's Great White. Sorry.
that's Great White. Fucking sharks everywhere.
What did White Lions say?
I don't know. Nothing important.
nothing.
But
Lions
yeah,
is
it was
nothing.
it was so
In the
weird.
Still of the night.
It was just such a weird trailer, and it looks bad. Like the animation looks
Oh,
terrible.
I'm not seeing it.
I walked out of the first movie. Like, I was
did
just
you?
bored. I got to Timon and Pumbaa. I'm like, this is boring. I'm over it, man.
They were
And
like,
yeah, that's just
I didn't hate the remake. It was
of
okay.
course you did.
Oh.
It was all right.
You're a fucking contrarian.
Nah, I mean,
normie.
it was
That's
the
why-
Hurricane
original, it was the
Contrarian
original
over here.
movie. I mean, you took the original movie and you just remade it to a live
but
action.
that only with
But
a black
no,
cast.
now we're
because-
kind of-
the entire movie was animated. It's not live action. I'm
Yeah.
tired of people saying that.
know.
All these lions
Well, you
were not
know-
real lions.
You know what I mean?
I understand, but everyone's like, it's a live action remake. And I was like, what part of this was not animated in some way?
We're
Well-
the White Lions.
Oh, yeah. It was weird. Warriors come out and play. It was like lions just clinking bottles together. It was just, the trailer looks so bad. Anyway, so yeah, we're making fun of that. You would have loved it.
It was fun.
And then, and so then the movie starts. And then I think about 15 minutes into the movie. No. It was this one. I gotta pee.
I did. But I had had 6 beers. We had gone out to dinner.
Which
and
is
I
funny
had
because I
pee.
was making fun of my brother before when we were
I should've
standing to
gone
get
before.
popcorn, and he was walking into the bathroom. I was like, "Man, can't hold his pee." You're like, well, or I guess he's got to be an adult and just go pee.
I did say
And
that.
then 15 minutes in the movie, I gotta pee.
I should have peed before the
You
movie.
should have peed
Yeah.
before the movie.
I like it when,
But-
when the voice of reason is this fucker
Yeah.
over here.
The
Well, maybe he's just got to be an adult. He's
Look,
just got to pee.
He's being responsible.
He's being responsible, guys.
also, I
Just
could
wanna get up-
Jujubes, please.
Don't want to get up and bother people during the movie.
I could feel myself falling asleep, so I wanted to get that popcorn.
That was the second time you got. Well, no,
I only
that
got
was
a
the
full-
pee time, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So I was trying not to fall asleep. The popcorn made it worse. Like, I got more tired.
Damn tryptophan popcorn.
Yeah, I'm like drank my Powerade already, and I'm like, should I start chewing on this ice? I could, because I'm just like like when you're just tired and you're trying to
You're-
force yourself
you're
to
really-
wake, and you're just like,
He's kicking
Yeah.
his feet.
and it was taking me out of the movie because I was like, I'm interested in this, but I'm so fucking tired, and then
Yeah.
I kept feeling myself like,
because
do
the
that
story is
thing.
the story is pretty good. So
Yeah.
like it starts off with you see a recovery vehicle going up to the wreckage of the Nostromo. So it's set between the first movie and the second movie, like almost directly after, maybe like 20 years after the first movie. I think they said 2 decades, something like that. So-
cycles.
And then so they get what looks like this giant rock asteroid from the wreckage of the Nostromo. It turns out it was a hibernated alien. They're cutting, and they're, of course, it's Weyland-Yutani trying to get stuff to experiment on and do all this shit. So then cut to this planet, never gets sunlight. It's a mining facility. You get introduced to your main character, the final girl type chick. I can't remember her name. Rain, maybe.
Rain is her name in the movie. She's a chick from Civil War.
Oh, see, I don't remember.
I can't remember her real name, but I know she was in that movie Civil War.
Okay.
And she was also in that movie Priscilla.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then like her brother, which is hilarious because he's black, but it's not really why she's calling her brother. It's another
with
synth.
an A.
Yeah,
It's
brother.
her brother.
Brother.
It's a synth robot type, so it's like a bishop type, but it's a black dude. And honestly, I found his character kind of cool, like,
Yeah, I
kind
liked
of
him.
endearing.
Yes.
Like he's very childlike in his nature because I guess he was a decommissioned robot. Her father ended up kind of putting him back together and giving him one directive: do whatever is in her best interest, protect my kid, because then they died. So like he's like just kind of like the younger brother protector that's always doing dad jokes. Like it's kind of funny, but I'm like, okay. And then later on down the line, something changes in him and he becomes kind of a badass. But that kind of sets everything up. And then the company just kind of doesn't let anybody leave. You know, you got to keep working off your debts and stuff like that. So then her and a bunch of space teenagers decide to get into a spaceship to go salvage a derelict space station hovering over this planet that they're all stuck on. That sets up what's going on. It's actually used to be a lab. That's where all the alien shit happened. And now they're stuck. And it just fucking goes crazy. I'm describing this in detail because this is all the shit Aaron missed when
No, I knew all this stuff. This is the stuff I knew. It was
you're like,
just
I got to this point.
There was little plot points. Like I didn't know how he became the badass or whatever. And you explained it to me last night. But I'm just saying,
right.
like I didn't. There was certain things like when I might have been peeing at this time, but like when the dude from Alien 1
in his seat.
became like, alive again. I think I missed that part.
Yeah.
So it was stuff like that. I can't wait to watch it again, like in my house
Now
where I'm awake
the only
with
well
my kids.
I had
out because
I
there
know.
is some scary imagery in this. Even if you're like, oh, I'm not scared of anything. There's some terrifying images. Like at the end of the movie, and I don't want to give anything. I don't want to spoil it for you, but at the end of the movie, when you see the creature thing,
Mhm.
and she's like on the rope, and it like,
That-
I jumped, dude. I
that
jumped.
was the only jump scare in the movie that got me because I definitely wasn't expecting it, and I jumped. I definitely had to like go most of the movie, and it's exactly, and it's and my issue with the movie is in a couple ways. One, I don't like when you reuse lines from existing movies just as fan service. There is a part where someone goes, "Get away from her," pause for effect, "you bitch." And I'm sitting there going, that's from the second movie that hasn't happened yet, you fucking assholes. And I'm tired of that kind of fan service for things because we get it. It's an alien movie.
Get that little pop.
There was no pop. I groaned. I was like, come on.
I laughed.
I was mad. Like, don't pander to that. Like, do better. I think you can do better. That was annoying. Then there was, God, what else was there that really annoyed me? I think what got me is that because I have watched every Alien movie that ever have come out, there is no scare for me when it comes to the aliens. I wasn't taken aback by anybody dying in a certain way. Nothing scared me when something kind of popped out because you expect it. You know what's
Yeah,
coming with these things.
right.
The end, I didn't expect some of that stuff, and that's what got me. So that was cool. And I think the director is Fede Alvarez. He did the remake of The Evil Dead.
Yes.
One of the bloodiest movies I've ever seen. It was brutal. I feel like he held back. I feel like this wasn't as brutal as I thought it could have been.
Well, it's funny you say that because there's an interview that came out today where Disney was like, no, you're not putting that creature at the end in the movie. And he's like, now I'm definitely putting it in the end.
Oh, and you're going to see how it comes to be,
dude.
which is where I think he spent all his fuck you, I'm going to do something bloody moments. But for the most part, like I feel like they shied away from really going toward the gory, heavy duty shit. Like when the acid was dripping on the one dude, I feel like you could have done more.
Maybe,
Like
I don't
pushed it a
know.
little further.
Maybe. I don't know. That scene where she gives birth
No,
is pretty fucking gross.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's the end though. Like that's later on. But I feel like he could have ramped it up a little bit. I still had a really good time with it. I thought it was a good alien movie.
Me too.
Like I don't hate Prometheus.
I do.
There are
And Covenant.
Well, see, here's the thing. The thing with
Fuck you, Danny
Prometheus
McBride.
is that it comes down to I hate the decisions of the characters, so which means that's just bad writing.
Yeah.
I don't hate the lore.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Alien Covenant, I haven't seen in so long, I can probably not tell you anything about it. So I'm going to rewatch it. I think maybe it's just stupid.
It's terrible. And Dan McBride's in it. He dies, though.
Good. I fucking hate him. So, like, those are the kinds of things I don't like. I didn't hate Alien Resurrection as much as everybody else did.
I've never seen it.
Oh, I love that one.
I've seen the
It's so
first
stupid.
3, and that's it.
And I love the third one. I loved it originally until I realized that's not the version he wanted to make. So when I got to see the uncut version of what Fincher really wanted, I really like it. And then I bought the comic book that really told the story of how he really wanted to do it.
David
and
Fincher's the greatest director of all time, so he can't make any bad movies.
Yeah, it's so good. So, and I think it was co-written by J.J. Abrams, I think.
Oh, yeah, sweet.
So, I like all the Alien movies, but this just didn't scare me enough because I was so used to it.
I'm not scared of anything.
It's hard to scare me anymore now.
But I don't.
I'm just desensitized.
I don't go into those movies thinking, "Oh, this is going to scare me." I go into those like I would like a good alien movie.
I felt nervous and tense in certain instances. Like they make
At least they got you there.
there are things they did in this movie that I thought were cool. Like there was an anti-gravity scene that I thought that was a smart way to do that.
Yeah, I thought that was cool.
Good for you. You set it up. You told me this is the consequence of doing said thing. So you said, I found a way around that. And then you did it. And it was like, that's cool. So that's neat. There, like the gun thing with the you put your arm in here and now it's got auto tracking. So it's moving your arm to track. I'm like, that's fucking cool.
Yeah, I thought that was
That's something they never really showed in any of the other movies. And then there was something else that I really, really enjoyed. I like how they made the face huggers terrifying.
Yeah, they were scary.
Like there were
I'm actually
hundreds
excited
of
to
these
kind of
things.
watch this now because I'm just getting your reactions off of it because I think you and I are very much on the same
Yeah.
page when it comes to horror movies because we're so fucking desensitized by
Yeah.
things.
Only you two,
I
not
wasn't.
me.
No.
No, you were a fucking idiot.
Right.
Well, no, because Jordan and I, we had kind of a line when it comes to like horror movies where
Yeah.
we're both just kind of like, meh,
Yeah,
whatever.
so
I mean,
am I.
Oh,
we've
look,
seen
she
so
got
many
cut in
fucking
half.
horror movies. Yeah, we've seen so many fucking horror movies.
So have I.
But I'm picking up his excitement, the way he's explaining it. He's excited about explaining it, so it gives me a little bit of hope to maybe want to watch it.
Well, because in
That's
the other
good.
movies, they were so limited about. I mean, at some point, you feel like the face huggers in any of the other movies was like a puppet on someone's hand. So they're like, "Hey, look, it's on your face," and now it's not on your face. These things were running around, jumping at you. They were like spiders. I'm sitting there going, I'm getting tingly just
Yeah.
thinking about how they moved. And at one point, they were like, "We got to get through this area." There's face huggers everywhere in there. You could see them. There's like hundreds. And they're like, well, they deal with sound and they deal with sensing your body heat. So they raise the temperature in the room
Yeah.
and they got to just walk through it slowly. And these things are like, and then they're raising their little hands and shit. And then I'm sitting there going, fuck you. I'm not doing this shit. I don't even like walking across knowing there's a spider on the floor. These things are creepy in this movie. They're almost creepier than the aliens themselves, because the aliens, like most aliens movies, are barely in it. Like they're in it for a point, but I feel like they set it up
I
so
thought there was
much.
a lot more aliens in it.
I didn't realize there was going to be as many until that anti-gravity scene. I was like, oh, there's like 5 of them. That's crazy. But it was very interesting how they did that. And then there was this one scene, and they showed in the trailer, so I'm going to talk about this, where you don't see this usually in the Aliens movie, where the face hugger gets on this guy's face and you see the little ovipositor, which is the thing that goes into your mouth. It's like trying to get in their mouth. And I'm like, I've seen this porn, and it's just trying to get in.
It's like, I've done this before.
And it's just
With a man.
God, I remember Cub Scouts. It was so fun. But it was so
Happy birthday.
happy, guys. But it was just so nerve-wracking watching this thing trying to invade this guy. And you don't really see that. You see him jump on their face, and next thing you know, the thing's wrapped around their neck, and it's on their face. This was like trying to get in, and you see it, and I'm like, oh, that's just
God, man, brought back these memories from like 6th grade.
so many repressed memories. But that's why I quit volleyball. But yeah, I honestly liked it a lot more than I thought I would, because everyone's giving it mixed message. Either they really liked it, or they're like, I have so many problems with this. There are some CGI things that I think they did well, some things that I didn't think they did well, with bringing back a character from the first movie. I'm not going to ruin too much.
I already talked about it.
Okay. So, but like, I think it's a solid movie. I'm surprised how well they did it. I'm glad they set it between the two movies.
Yeah.
To give it a little bit of, they give it that very nostalgic feel. Everything feels very analog and close to the technology of the first movie. Everything's dirty. Nothing feels like shiny. Like when you watch the prequels to Star Wars, you're sitting there going, well, where's all this technology in these movies? Like, it's so shiny
overdone
here. And yeah, like you just overdid it. This feels like they found old sets, dirtied them up, and said, now you got to act on it.
But it
and
looks
I
really
liked
good.
it. Yeah, it's really cool. So I completely recommend seeing it. Like, it's fun. Like, I had a good time.
Sold.
Yeah, it was good.
I just want to go back to the part where Scott's like, me and Jordan have seen a lot of horror movies, not you, Aaron.
I don't think he's saying that. I just think our
You can shake your head all you want. That's literally pretty much
Guys.
what
Me. What about me?
look.
Listen, Bob.
You didn't tell him happy birthday.
he said. No, he didn't.
You fucking asshole. Your opinion means nothing.
If you want to bring your daughter next week, you can, because Aaron's like, I don't want to sing to 30 Seconds to Mars. It'll piss me off. I don't know how to regulate my emotions.
Well, I'll figure it out. Yeah, we'll talk about it after. So, but yeah, so I enjoyed it. I don't, again, because you fell asleep, and I can't always think falling asleep is an indicator of boredom, because I know you were running all day.
Yeah, dude.
And,
I loved it, and I even loved the ending so much, but I can't wait to watch it again. Like that's the first thing I thought of when I was like, God, I can't fucking wait to watch this again, because I'm so pissed that I kept falling asleep.
Oh yeah.
So
At one point, I heard this.
Yeah, giant
I'm like,
time.
I'm sitting there going, what is that? I couldn't tell, because it's Atmos. Things are coming from
Yeah.
every direction. And then I hear
Where's
this.
the aliens
I was also trying to be a fucking.
So I look over, and he's this. And he looks at me. So I'm like, maybe he was just,
My favorite part is when he catches you, when he wakes up halfway and you're looking at him and he's like, What?
No, I was waiting for him to say something, and I would have been like, yes, I fucking like I made sure to tell him, because I was more disappointed because I kept missing parts of the movie, and I liked these characters. I liked,
how did this guy die?
There's
I
nothing
liked
worse than when
was
you are
going
so
on
tired
screen.
and you are forcing yourself
Yeah.
to try to
It
stay
is
awake.
hurt.
It is
Like it literally hurt.
it just
like
it
was
almost sends you
physically
backwards,
painful. Yeah.
where it's like you're immediately just falling asleep and then waking up, and then falling asleep, and waking up because you're trying so hard to stay
It's,
awake.
I'm not
it's
even-
worse when you're at a movie theater, because
Yeah.
like you can't rewind that and go back and rewatch like right away, especially if it's a new movie. You're like, fuck, now I either got to go re-see this, or I have to wait. Well, in this case, 2 weeks or 3 weeks, whatever the movies do. But like you have to.
At one
sit there
point, I
and,
just thought about giving in, like just going to sleep.
Wake
But
me
I
up.
was like, first off, dude, I thought
Because he wasn't even full on like laying down, because these seats apparently at the Cine XL, my brother was doing this. Aaron was on my left, my brother was on my right, and before the movie starts, my brother starts to do the lounge thing, right? And like at some point the Majestic stops you, so you're at an angle, but your feet are up. you could fucking lay down.
Just lay down.
He was just like, "Brrr," and he's gone. He's like, whoa, these go really far back. And I'm like, holy shit.
I was inverted.
Get little pillows,
I was
put you in a pod.
Hey, this isn't going to show up on here. I just got it through Facebook Messenger, but Mike Bracken is watching over Twitch. So I
Oh,
would
hi,
like to
Mike.
say hi to Mike, and we would love to have you on sometime
I
as
love
our
Mike
horror
Bracken.
geek. We can talk about Alien Romulus when I finally see it. So,
Oh yeah. Well, I'm trying to plan.
Oh, there he is.
There you go.
Hey, there
Yeah.
he is. Cool.
I love Mike.
Dude, I
I
love Mike,
watch
too.
all his sick flick stuff.
Yeah,
I
me
love
too. I love his YouTube
his
channel.
constant struggle with YouTube and their hypocrisy and bureaucracy. It's just it makes me sad because I know even if we get a little bit bigger in our britches when it comes to that shit, we're gonna get banned for something. at some
Oh, of
point.
course.
it's inevitable.
We're very,
Yeah, no,
you
it's
know.
it's.
I like it when
terrible.
he.
It's not when, or it's not if.
It's not.
when.
It's if. It's when. Yeah.
I like that we push the negative comments aside or we laugh at it, but he literally dedicates his Facebook page to like calling the people out.
Good. They're stupid.
I know, it's
Half
just
their
funny to me.
comments-
I laugh
commend that.
all the time. Yeah, I do too, because I'm like, I want to be this petty. Like, come
So
on.
yeah, some of us are not like some of us don't handle these comments well, and we've done this before where we're like after we get off and we're
Yeah.
like, these motherfuckers,
Yeah.
dude. How fucking
Who is
dare
this?
they? Who is
I
this
can't believe you call me
motherfucker?
fat, you motherfucking. Dude, it's just so funny. But
Well, what I love about Mike is that tall Viking looking dude. He started bulking up, started lifting weights. He's got his own gym. He's great. He used to be a little bit. I'm not gonna be mean to it, but a little doughier and back in the day. It's just
now he's
that's
like
what
a
it was,
fucking tank.
bro. If I
afraid-
found him in an alley, he'd kill me.
Yeah, I'm scared of
But
him.
yeah, no, he loves fucking West Coast hip hop. Like I love the
That'd be
dude,
fat.
man. I
Right,
love
you
the
said fat, not doing it.
yeah. No. I mean, fat is. I'm trying to be nice. But yeah, big fan of his from Big O and Dukes back in the day. I always loved his reviews
His
because
reviews were the.
my-
I would, Aaron. I would suck his dick. Okay,
suck
he's
his
a
D
great
already.
person.
Yeah, geez, suck his D already. Yeah.
I
There's
would.
the joke.
Okay.
Full circle.
Anyway.
I was gonna say I think I did that to my brother yesterday. Like I think I said something like we invited him to the movie and he goes, I don't know if I want to go to the movie because if we're going to like Harkins and it's 10
He
o'clock.
just did the same thing
I
with
know.
the fucking concert.
No, and he goes like, I know it's going to be just a bunch of idiots that I'm going to be mad about. And then I responded with what Aaron loves to do, and I was like, we didn't ask for your life story. It was like such the best response.
So I started doing that at work with my trainers, and they kind of give me like the side eye. And I said, "Look, you got to understand. This is a fucking Simpsons quote,
Such a bit.
and it's just like that's one. Like, and I was watching the Simpsons the other day with my kid, and they do it because he's like, "What's your name?" And the guy gives him his name. He's like, "God, I didn't." Homer's like, "I didn't ask for your life story," and I'm just like, "Exactly. It's funny." So,
Oh, it's so good.
but yeah. So I. Yeah,
Oh.
play more things on your phone.
Forever young.
But yeah, I know.
I wanna be.
He just did the same. Aaron just did the same thing with like, I don't want to go to a show where Jared Leto makes everyone sing. It's going to piss me off. It's like, regulate your emotions, bro. Go have a good time with your friends. Like that's not the point. Is not to go see Jared Leto sing. It's to fucking hang out with the dudes
See,
and just have a good
Jared
time.
Leto's kind of
a free
insufferable, but
ticket.
like 30 Seconds to Mars has some good fucking tracks.
Yeah, they
man.
have some bangers, bro.
Yeah.
I'll sing along. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'll do karaoke.
Anyway, before we move on, if you guys want to follow some fun
Yes.
fucking movie shit, go at Horror Geek on X and find him on YouTube. And
Yeah,
he's great.
He's awesome.
He covers all the good gory shit that I love watching.
Absolutely. I like to get a horror movie and then immediately message him and be like, is this good? And he's like, yes, it is. And I'm like, okay, cool. I'm going to watch it.
He's like, no, you're an idiot.
Nope.
Stop buying movies.
Yeah, right. You don't watch them anyway.
Here's a titty nun movie.
Hey,
as
so
well.
Dude,
I
I
picked up these Goosebumps movies.
This is how, okay,
I still can't believe there's this much blank space.
we're
in
at an hour and
Could
11.
did you love
And
that
all
you did all this
right,
work to build this and he just shit on your work right now?
Oh, not like
So it's my 9/11.
No, check,
Oh no.
check this out. So here's how I know I need to get rid of the rest of these movies. We're going to get into the apartment here in about 3 minutes. But I own the apartment in 4K. It's standing right there. I watched it on Tubi. And that is the problem I have. It's
I
like,
like how slowly you're becoming me.
I'm not.
So slowly
I'm
you're
not,
becoming
because
me.
I still tell my friends happy birthday. I get them.
No,
things.
you're slowly becoming me.
Yeah, even if you owned it, you ain't watching it.
Man, I
It's-
could watch that on streaming.
Yeah.
I don't need to own
I hate
that.
streaming so much, but it's so convenient.
That's
and I know it's
convenient, and
killing-
you don't
it's
have to
killing
have all the
everything.
space consumed.
I know.
It's all right. I can't wait to
Thanks.
tell how I ended up watching this. So
Oh, how did you watch it? Let's get into
Let's
it.
get into
All
it.
right.
Okay,
Well,
so, okay,
introduce your
Scott.
Scott movie.
What
Scott.
what movie did we watch this week for
So we
you,
picked
sir?
the
We.
I picked the 1960 romantic comedy starring, and I left one person out of this, which I feel bad for, Jack Lemmon, Shirley MacLaine, and Fred McMurray, who is
Oh,
apparently
fucking
was in
absent-
everything, and
Did you not know
was
about
the
Fred McMurray?
inspiration for Captain Marvel.
Yes.
Yes, we watched The Apartment.
We're not playing.
Yeah.
We're not playing a trailer.
Gavin? Jesus Christ.
Remember, we're on YouTube now.
Yeah, I just want to. I just want to bring back. I want to bring back the classics.
I was going to say, because last week I fucked up I didn't even download the trailer, so I'm not even going to play the trailer.
No, it's all good. We don't need to play the trailer.
Not this
Shirley
time.
MacLaine was hot as hell
Bro.
in this movie. And I kept telling.
Oh
Kim,
my God. The
Plus,
things I would have killed to get near her in that elevator.
Oh, I know.
I didn't realize it was her for a second. And then I'm like, is that Shirley MacLaine?
Yeah.
Is that Warren Beatty's sister? And I was like, holy shit, have I been missing out?
Right. And
Because I've only seen her as older Shirley MacLaine. Young Shirley MacLaine can get it.
Yeah, she didn't do it, dude. Unfortunately, this.
She did, though, but yes. Anyway.
No, I think I have a lot to say about this movie because first off,
say it. We're on
I
camera.
know, but it's just like I gotta like organize my thoughts. Well, how did you see it then? How did you watch it?
So we left the movie last night and we both walked out going, well, we got to get up early to watch this movie.
Oh yeah,
and I'm
dude.
like, yeah.
I got up at 6 a.m.
So we sat in the parking lot for a second and I'm like,
He watched it in the parking lot.
no, here's the thing. I was like, okay, I'm going to see where it's at and see if like it's because it's an older movie. It's a classic. So I'm thinking, okay, Max
Gotta be
probably
free
has it.
someplace.
Well, I thought maybe Max has it because they have a lot of the AMC movies and the Criterion stuff. Maybe it's on there. Nope. So I'm like, shit, where's that? Tubi. There's a site called Daily Motion, and it's the first thing I picked, and it had the whole movie. And I was like, okay, I'll click on it, and then it started playing through my speakers in my car. I was like, okay, I'll go the long way home. I'll have it up on my thing, and I'll just have. And I had it going, and I found myself going. I didn't take the freeway home.
Swerving.
No, I started watching this, and because I live conservatively at least 30 minutes, 40 minutes from the movie.
We don't say that word on the show.
I propped it up and I started kind of watching the movie. And so I'm driving home. There's
Just going through the desert.
I'm like, oh,
Cops
what was
pulling
that?
him over. Sir, what are you
What are you
doing?
doing?
Watching The
driving
Apartment?
Bro, have you seen Shirley MacLaine in this?
She has short hair. She's hot as fuck.
So I started kind of watching this movie, kind of at a side glance a little bit, and I found myself very much enjoying everything that I was watching.
Me too.
To the
Lemon's
point where the
amazing in
second
this.
I got home, I went back about 15 minutes just to make sure I, didn't lose too much. And I watched this movie last night. I didn't get
Wow.
home until 1 a.m, and then I watched a 2-hour movie. I was up till almost 3 a.m.
Dude, that's crazy.
watching The Apartment because of this asshole, Scott. His fucking movie,
I know. It's so
for
good.
me, is close to a 5 out of 5.
Yeah,
it's so
good.
fucking fun and good. Depressing, but funny.
Yeah,
Like,
it is depressing, but
it takes waves. Like
it
it
is-
starts out as like a romantic comedy,
had no idea what the premise
and
was
then
going
there
to
is
be.
a turn. There's a
until it-
180.
Yeah, until I realized this guy is literally making his way up through this company by giving his keys to the apartment to all these cheating motherfuckers who want to
Yeah,
fuck
so just
around on their
bang
wives.
fucking secretaries.
And I'm sitting there going, this is what the movie is?
It's the same thing. I thought it was going to be some romantic comedy about him and Shirley MacLaine in this apartment,
Bro.
and I'm like, he's lending his keys so these guys can
well,
have
I
affairs.
knew
Fuck
that.
around.
I knew that was the premise. That's why it was called The Apartment. But I didn't realize why he was doing it. I also didn't know. I thought Shirley MacLaine was like she was like. Here's what I thought.
She was like the unattainable girl that he
No.
kind of was in love with.
No,
or
I
something?
thought she was like a person who was like setting it all up or something. And
Oh,
he
like
was
the
falling
fixer?
in love with her. I didn't realize where it was going to go.
Like
I
the
definitely.
Maxwell, like
This
Ghislaine
is almost.
Maxwell.
Yeah, this was almost a tale of like 2 movies. Like you get the first half, which is all like, which I actually was laughing at, especially that line
Yeah.
I sent you this morning, which was like, it's just like I got to stop dating chicks in the Bronx. Like,
Right. That was like right off the bat. She goes, "What do you mean train? You're like down to the subway. You're going to call me a cab?" He's like, "I got to stop
Yeah.
bringing girls here from the Bronx."
yeah,
How many more girls you bring here? Nobody. I'm a happily married man. I'm like, you fucking asshole.
yeah, and the first half of this is great, and then when like Shirley MacLaine decides to, kill herself because of a guy,
it just took some
I'm like,
weird
I was
dark
just
turn.
like, damn, this is so dark, and I just kept saying to myself,
But they made
like,
it comedic at the same time, and I'm sitting there going, this was made in 1959, came out in 1960. This kind of stuff you don't usually see in these types of movies. This, I think, was very ahead of its time
yeah,
about the subject matter of these bosses cheating on their wives
Well,
and making it a hilarious
geez.
premise.
I mean, it's
I
like
mean,
you
it
have this,
happened.
like attempted suicides.
Well, yeah, you got
You know, I
attempted
mean-
suicide. The fucking doctors like, wake up.
Yeah, I love how the
Slapping the shit out of
protocol
her.
for like trying to get somebody like off of an OD is to give them coffee and
Coffee and
smack
slap
the shit
the
out of her.
shit out of her. Dude, I was rolling. I'm sitting there like, literally, my car. I flipped it. I got to that point.
Jordan's like, I love hitting women and I love this.
I can't believe how much I started to enjoy this movie as a side driving that you made me stay up. I should have watched this early in the week. I know it's
Right.
my fault.
I do.
I would have done it this morning, so it's fresh in my head. But Jesus Christ, I loved watching this so much that I started to hate you more and more.
Isn't it annoying?
It's
'Cause
so
Scott's
annoying.
always just like the apartment. And we're like, oh, okay.
What should I pick? This? Fuck it. Just do the apartment.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find like Korean melodramas that I have heard about on the periphery that I really want to see.
Same.
And this guy's like, Jack Lemmon. Sure, he's funny.
Guys,
And I'm sitting there going, God, now I got to
sometimes-
watch every Jack
sometimes
Lemmon
It's
movie.
the obvious stuff.
I
Man.
know.
I mean, I'm trying not to go so far out of the
Some
box.
like it hot, bro.
I know. I got to watch that.
I've seen that. It's
So
actually really good.
this was a Google Fest movie because immediately I saw people. I'm like, what's this guy in? And then I'm like, that's the teacher from freaking Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Yeah.
Ray
Mr. Hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, was that? Oh, he was in this. He was in. Oh, this person was in this. And I'm like,
one
I
of the
just
guys was
down the
Darren's
hole.
boss from Bewitched.
Yes.
Because
I
the
looked,
doctor,
like-
do you know who the doctor was?
No.
He was Jesse from Full House's Grandpa Papadopoulos. And he was also in Webster as Grandpa Papadopoulos. Like,
Oh.
apparently he's playing Greek grandpas in both of these shows, but that's where I knew him from. And I'm sitting there going, there is a million people in this movie that I have seen and enjoyed. And it's ridiculous that I've never seen this before or heard about this before. And it makes me realize how much I like Jack Lemmon as a younger actor.
Yeah.
I know I love Grumpy Old Men and all those things, but as a young
so good.
actor,
He's
he was
awesome.
frantic and he's jovial, but he's like sad. It wasn't until he's sitting there in front of the Music Man, and then you realize she's there to meet the guy who gave him the tickets. It's such a
That's the
switcheroo,
twist.
and I'm sitting
The
there going,
twist.
"Holy shit! This movie just went fucking off the rails." Like, and it's a
Yeah.
fucking 1960s movie, and I'm sitting there going, "Plot twist!" And I was so.
Well,
I haven't been this happy in a while, and
It
something
kind of goes
like
down
this.
that hole of like all these people want this one thing,
Yeah,
but they're chasing the wrong thing.
they're doing it the
They're
wrong
all
way.
chasing the wrong thing, and it's like, and it just, I don't know, man. I mean, is it a perfect movie? It does slog a little bit, probably right
yeah, I
before it
think
gets
it's a
to the
little
third
bit
act.
too long, and
It-
there's just too much stuff that, like, they try to go out of their way to be funny on some stuff. It's irrelevant to the plot.
Everyone's
and
making out at the Christmas party.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I thought it was just a little long winded, and I get that these movies back then were like long. I get that. It's just it felt
my only
so
complaint,
out
really.
of place. Yeah, and that would be my only complaint. Like the structured plot of this movie is amazing. Everything else is just like, you're like, okay, that was so unneeded. You're literally becoming a different movie because
when it goes in that little dark corner, it kind of drags that darkness out for a little while too long.
dude, there's
Yeah.
a line in this movie I want to get tattooed on my body. It's not a line. It's
What is it?
like the entire scene.
The smack, just the
No,
audible
the
smack
part
noise.
where-
Have you thought about not killing yourself?
where she
Grow
has,
up.
where she has the mirror and he takes it and he's like, your
Oh,
mirror's
yeah.
broken, and she's like, that's how I see myself, and I'm like, oh my god, it's
do that.
me.
You get the mirror and then just put your face in it.
No,
Oh,
I would just get a cracked mirror and said how I see myself. So
yeah.
broken.
Like when he saw that
Broken,
after
yeah.
giving it to the Fred McMurray, who, by the way, Fred McMurray is such a fucking asshole in this movie. And I grew up with this man watching The Absent-Minded Professor, The Shaggy Dog,
My Three Sons,
My Three Sons. He was such a wholesome gentleman in my youth.
right?
To see this movie, I'm sitting there going,
He's
you're
such an
a
adulterer.
fucking dick. And he's done this with other women, and you're hurting Shirley MacLaine's.
But he's perfect for the role.
He's fantastic.
He's so perfect for the role, though.
Because he calls him up and he's calling him out. And he's like, look, how do all these guys think you're such a great guy? And I'm sitting there going, oh my God, he's going to ask for the key. And then he's like, oh, this. And he's talking to his wife. I'm not going to be home tonight. I said, oh, he wants the apartment. He's like, oh, now he's an asshole too. It was just, it's so good. And they keep calling him Buddy Boy. And it's like, because they don't care about him enough. They just need his apartment. So they're like, fuck out. What do we care if he gets promoted?
He takes it from him.
And the second it's off the table.
He's the bad guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what are you doing to us?
Yeah.
Like, how could you take it from us?
Hey, I'm New York cabbie guy.
I can't go into that drive-in theater in Jersey again.
Not at my age.
Yeah.
In a Volkswagen?
There's no heat in that car.
In the back of a Volkswagen?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just, I thought it was fun. I thought it was really fun. And I hate you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you for this, but I hate you.
Asshole.
Suck my dick.
All right.
But yeah.
Well, so what do we give it, Scott? Your movie?
Yeah, it's your movie.
I mean, it's for me, it's a solid 4. Like I said, I think it's not perfect. It does slog a little bit towards the end. If that was tightened up a little bit, I mean, we might be. Other than that, I don't really know what was wrong with it.
I'm going 4 or 5. If it was just a tiny bit shorter and some of that stuff that was unnecessary was out of the movie, it would have been a 5. It's one of my favorite old movies we've ever watched. I fucking love it. Of course, I should have seen it a million times. I mean, we're the contrarians who haven't seen The Apartment, so
yeah, idiots.
Anyways,
yeah, I'm with you. 4 or 5. Like other than the length, it's pretty damn good, and it makes me realize I should be revisiting some of these actors who I loved in their older age, in some of these younger roles that they've done, and really start to dig in, because you're right. Fred McMurray did a lot of old westerns.
A lot.
Jack Lemmon, obviously he's got a resume longer than
I didn't realize
anything,
I was looking through his stuff, just how many movies and things he was in with Walter Matthau.
Yeah, The Odd Couple. I mean, him and Matthau were like
Out to Sea.
Yeah.
A Few Good Men.
Yeah,
Or not A Few Good Men.
You
Grumpy
can't
Biden?
handle
My
the
Fellow
truth.
Americans. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah. So yeah, like I just, it's like watching, when we watched the older Paul Newman stuff, and then we watched some of them where he was in younger.
Mm-hmm.
Like when we watched The Sting. Like I'm sitting there going, I fucking love this guy. I'm breaking new ground. No one's ever heard of this guy before. You know what I mean? Like, so that's why I like that kind of stuff. I really did enjoy this movie a lot.
Well, Jack Lemmon's very he's not as much.
He's frantic.
He's not as slapsticky as like someone like maybe like a Don Knotts.
He's frantic,
but he's likable, and he kind of just makes you smile.
He's almost too innocent, and there's that part where he's like, he could be telling the truth about what happened, but he's doing so much to protect not only himself. It's very self-preservation, but to protect her honor in a way. Where he's like, if I make it to where I'm the bad guy, no one's going to judge her for trying to kill herself because she's fucking around with a married man who won't leave his wife. I'm going to take the hit on
Women
this.
are so stupid.
These fucking idiots.
In this movie, they are portrayed as the dumbest people on earth, and it's
like the Marilyn Monroe chick at the bar.
Yeah,
but you're talking 1960s.
I get it, but she's like, I'm going to kill myself over a guy who won't fucking leave his wife. That kind of stuff bothered me, not because I'm like,
well, she talked about her history about not making good decisions. Yeah.
Anyways,
your feminism's number one.
He has been with her since time began.
I'm just saying, like, that stuff it bugged me, because it's like, why are you going to kill yourself over that? Like, you already knew he was married before you started shacking up with him. Like, stop it. Like, it kind of, I don't know, that part just doesn't sit right with me, because I don't know. I've heard too many country songs about it. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying
character. He's like,
it just
telling
made
her,
me mad.
I'm gonna leave my wife. It's gonna be us.
Right.
They fill their heads with all these nonsense promises.
Tell us,
Scott,
tell us how to gaslight women.
Well, it's just that's where it just sets it up to where they're like, okay, yeah, sure, yeah, you're gonna leave your wife, okay, and then when it doesn't happen,
and then you hear the country song, "Why Don't You Stay" or whatever.
Well, and I think the breaking point.
Taylor Swift makes an album.
Well, and the breaking point for her was like, it was Christmas Eve. He was spending time with her. He was going, she had just found out that he had done this same shit before with the secretary and someone else in another department. Like, this is his MO. And she's like, fine, you better go. You got to get the train. Here's a gift. And she went out of her way and bought him a record of the Chinese piano player of the bar that they go to. So like she thought of something for him. She was in this.
I
She
love
would love him.
her mannerisms though through that whole part where she's just like,
I guess I'm the idiot.
okay,
Fine.
all right, let's
And then
go,
and
do it.
then he does the bit where how would it look if someone saw me shopping for you? So he hands her $100 and
Dare
says,
you?
you go
why
do
would you-
this. So she stands up and starts kind of taking off her jacket. And he goes, what are you doing? He goes, well, you paid for it. And I'm like, fuck. Now she does feel like a whore. And
Yeah, women
She realized-
Like,
and
he-
that's just to make you feel bad because
Well-
that's what women do.
well, because
That's a
what
lot,
happened was
women.
like at one point she starts to feel finally like this is a cheap thing. Like she doe-eyed really had the hope that he was going to leave her wife. He was going to be with her. And then it became, this is a cheap, let's meet Mondays and Thursdays only. And here's your $100. And it's like, at that point, that's where she realized it's not going anywhere. And she felt sorry for herself. And I get it. And it's not the right way to handle it. I get it. But it was funny.
Are you gonna cry?
No, I'm
Oh.
losing my voice.
Well, I guess you won't be able to sing Jared Leto songs next
Yeah.
weekend.
Right.
Eh,
So yeah, I like the progression of everyone's character. It's just it was such a good movie.
yeah, it was
Again, Scott, I hate you.
Yeah, we hate you so much. Kill it. Kill
So
yourself.
now that we've got that out of the way, I know next week's is a snack show, but we usually pick movies.
Yes.
Before that, what are you going to pick for when we come back? For our
All
movie
right,
show?
so I am going with something.
The Apartment 2, Electric Boogaloo.
I forgot existed in my psyche. I actually saw a picture of it, and I was like, "Holy shit!" I never saw this, and I really want to see this. And I saw the Rotten Tomato score, and I was like, "Oh, well, apparently I'm the only one."
3%.
But it's 2002 mystery thriller starring Robert De Niro, James Franco, Frances McDormand, William Forsythe, Elijah Dushku's in this. It's one of her earlier roles. It is
You can say only. It's fine.
she's in a lot of shit, dude. When a respected New York homicide detective, Robert De Niro, discovers the prime suspect in a murder case is his estranged son, he is forced to return home to the decaying boardwalk of Long Beach, Long Island, to confront the darkness of his past. The movie is City by the Sea. So that is what
Okay.
we will be watching in 2 weeks.
I don't think I've seen that. I don't think you've even heard of it.
Exactly. So it's a Robert De Niro movie. It gets 48% on Rotten Tomatoes. However, it gets a 6.1 on IMDb. So we'll see how it goes.
Look, if Elijah Dushku is not in a cheerleader movie, I don't know anything about it. So
Or what? Wasn't she in Buffy the Vampire
she was in
Slayer?
Buffy.
Dude, check this out. Rotten Tomatoes score 48% with the people 40%. So it's gonna
So
suck.
it's
You know,
eh,
people seem to hate it just as much as the
I don't
critics.
know.
I'm excited.
I've liked some low scoring movies.
Me too.
Before, so
I'm going in not knowing anything about this. I literally saw an image of this, I think scrolling Letterbox or something, and I was like, I forgot that movie existed.
Honestly, it's pretty brave of you to do something this sight unseen with that low of a score after watching something he just fucking hit out. Of
I
the park.
know, but that's
Like
how we
it's
do it.
like
I don't go for
we're the roller coaster.
Yeah, but
I
I
know,
don't
but
go
you
for the
gotta
home
keep
runs
the,
like
keep
him.
the momentum.
Mine-
going.
But you
But-
act like I already know that it's a
No,
five.
Why don't you go
No.
buy some? Yes, you
Because
do.
I picked shit before that I thought was going to be that's got super high.
I didn't know it was a 5. The Apartment's like one of the best reviewed movies of all time.
Why haven't you seen it then?
Because I didn't know about it till like 4 years ago.
He just saw The Crow.
Right. Exactly.
Which gets terrible reviews.
It
We're gonna be watching Borderlands on streaming this
it
week.
gets okay reviews. Dude, The Apartment on Rotten Tomatoes has 94%. It has an
94.
8.3 on IMDb. It has
Right.
a 94%. Both the critics and the audience 94%. It's with
That's the
over
point of the show.
it's over 250,000 reviews for fans.
No,
I know that.
right.
I don't know if it's to find movies that high score or low score.
No.
I think it's just
No,
to find
it's to
stuff that
find-
we've never watched,
it's-
and this is a good example.
But these are classic examples of movies that
The
The
whole
classic
point of the
movies that
show
you probably
was
should have seen.
the whole point of the show is you walk through Blockbuster and you looked at the fucking cover art for a movie, not knowing anything about it, and you said, you know what?
Hey kids, Blockbuster was a place where
I'm
you would
gonna
pick out
skip
VHS movies
that.
first.
I'm going to skip that and I'll watch it later. And now we're going back to watch those movies. The City by the Sea is one of those movies. I must have seen the cover art for this thing 100 times. Never even picked it up to read the back of the box.
Yeah, I just kept walking past it to go grab Femalien too.
I had to have something to jerk off to, bro.
Dude. God, I still remember every time I worked in a Hollywood Video where I would open up the store.
Wild Things.
You would get the guys that walk in, rent those Femalien 2 type movies, and then they'd be back by 11:30 returning it. I'm like, you're
just-
fucking gross.
You're just like,
I can't wait till you turn one of these in late and I have to talk about your late fees in
Pick up
front of
the
your
movie.
wife.
Mm.
Sir, you have a $3 late fee for Femalien 2. Would you like to take care of that right now?
I think I rented Unfaithful like 80 times, dude.
Well,
Like,
that's a good movie.
sure it is. I don't know. Could never tell you the plot. Oh no. There's a stairway scene.
It was
It's all
always on mute.
Yeah. Anyways, all right. So we'll be back next week with the snack show.
Yeah, we got lots of stuff that Aaron bought.
Yeah, that Aaron bought because God knows Scott didn't. And yeah, we'll we got a lot of stuff. It's gonna be a good snack show. There's a lot of new shit out that I'm excited
Yeah, we're
about.
getting into the Halloween season.
I've
so
heard that fucking Beetlejuice soda is disgusting.
Eric said it was gross. Eric said it was real gross, and I'm sitting there going, I can't wait.
Yeah.
Like, it sounds.
I heard
disgusting.
it doesn't taste like apples, it tastes like a candle. So, yeah, dude.
It's like every
tastes
kick.
like Fapple.
Yeah.
I love
No,
Fapple.
a candle.
Of all the sodas you're worried about, that's the
That's
one, the
the one.
Beetlejuice one. The other one that I'm worried about.
Oh, the pickle one?
Well, speaking of, we're hitting a month where there's going to be a few movies that we're going to see, like Beetlejuice, and then I think there's a couple more like later in the month that I can't wait.
I'm
to.
sure there is.
October is going to be stacked though, and I can't wait.
What do we got in October?
Horror.
I can't
movies, man.
remember. Like
Talk
they do
about it.
have a couple of horror movies coming out. I know we've got Terrifier 3, I think.
You know what else comes out in October?
Huh.
Joker 2.
Yeah. So let us know how that is.
You know, what comes
You're
in
going with
October is our double fucking feature.
That's
fest.
right. Double feature horror-thon.
Double feature and the return of After When We Were Young recap
Oh,
show in Vegas.
Shit, son. But
Can't wait to bring the energy with special guest Aaron, my brother.
yeah. But hold on.
We're gonna be so-
We have a hotel closer to the fucking venue.
Oh yeah.
We're
we're
staying
still
an
gonna be
extra
fine.
day.
Yep.
So, yeah, I think we're going to be okay this
It's
time.
gonna be fun.
Yeah, we'll bring our laptops.
Yeah.
Keep them in the
We'll
room.
have the cameras. We'll
I'm
have
excited for you guys to fight over sleeping arrangements because I don't know how it's going to work.
Care.
I have 2 hotel rooms.
Dude, I
I put
slept on an air mattress
I put
last time. I don't
4
care.
guests. So you guys figure it out, but I get a bed because I paid for both things. So that's all I know.
Well,
Is there one bed in each room?
No, but
Oh.
I'm sure but there's 4 of us. So I don't think they're going to sleep together and we're not sleeping together.
We'll figure it
They're
out.
blood related. They can sleep together.
All right, we'll see.
Fuck
Like
that
a
shit.
fucking spoon.
We're
Decide
like,
who's the big and who's the little spoon.
we're like 8 or 9 years apart. There was no sleeping together.
He's like, Jordan, you just hear Jordan over there. Would you like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? Or?
I'm gonna rub it on his face.
No,
Now
let me
you're
give
gonna
you-
eat it. You
no,
son of a
let me
bitch.
give you some butterfly kisses. We got a big day tomorrow.
Eat up, little brother. He wakes up. There's a. He wakes up. There's a TV screen playing Tombstone, and I'm feeding him peanut butter jelly sandwiches. You're finally doing it.
Like one of those adult high chairs.
Wait till you see what Doc Holliday does now.
It's like a scene from fucking
Okay,
Clockwork Orange. I pull his eyes open.
we're going to the concert tomorrow. Here's a leash. If you get separated, we're all gonna meet at the Wonder Years tent.
I printed out all the lyrics so you could sing out loud with the rest of us.
Apparently, your brother's not going to have any fun. He's not going to sleep around in
Bro.
Vegas. Vegas is the only place to sleep around.
Oh,
Sleep
yeah.
around you guys.
He's been hitting up all the singles chats trying to hook up.
Yeah. Hey guys.
Hey guys.
Hey guys,
I'm
who's
go-
going to be in Vegas during when we
I'm
were
going
young?
to see Motionless in White.
Any emo chicks want to get with a vulnerable man?
I just
I'd
shaved
like to
my
make some new
I just
friends.
shaved my beard.
I just got health insurance.
Well, we'll see. Anyway, so yes, next week's snack show. After that, we'll be watching City by the Sea.
Or something like that. Maybe I'll change it.
It's happened before.
All right,
Tune in
guys.
next week where Aaron picks fucking Thelma and Louise.
Go follow Jordan, Jinx Road, and Scott doesn't do shit. You guys hurry up and end the fucking show. No, motherfucker, we're gonna sit here and sing fucking 30 seconds to my, yeah.
Break me down.
Bury me, bury me.
Oh, my voice is going.
Anyways,
We gotta stop
so-
this shit.
Follow Jinx Ronan. I'm Aaron. Hit me up. Send me weird messages so I can hate you. And then
Follow me on social media.
and congratulations
Where I
to
do
Tom
nothing.
for going to see Metallica.
I saw
Those
that.
looked
Good for
amazing.
him.
So I like it when he kind of keeps me in the loop of what he's doing.
He sent me a
'cause-
text before when he was going, and it showed him and his kids in their Metallica shirts.
Yeah.
Like, fuck yeah, you're doing it right.
yeah, you're doing it right. Except
Probably have a better like show than we did the first time because he had
Yeah,
COVID.
Yeah, COVID. Don't wear band shirts to the band.
Oh,
shows.
shut
He's
up.
telling his kids, he's like, hey guys,
Supporting
you know
the right
what?
team.
In
It's not
1982,
sport.
these guys really, really.
Yeah.
I used to listen to Metallica when I was 45 in my
Yeah.
Trans Am in
He's like,
1980.
before we go, you must read this essay I wrote about Metallica. and then, yeah, so We do love you, Tom. All right.
All right.
I'm Aaron.
I'm Jordan.
And Scott.
Big gulps, huh? Well, see you later.